Okay, second try. Hey everybody, I'm Brad.
And I'm Christa.
We're the Big Family Homestead. You don't see what goes on behind the scenes, but trust me, a lot goes into making sure that you understand what we're saying and we communicate effectively. I said we.
I wasn't pointing at you.
I thought you were pointing.
Scratching my lip. Hey.
Which is a very lovely lip, I might add. Could you give me some lip?
Oh, I'll give you lip, that's for sure. There's no doubt I will give you lip.
Every day, multiple times a day.
That's right.
And I just go, yes, honey. And then I go do my thing.
So there's a few things we would like to talk to you about.
Important
the first
things.
Huge deal is, okay, we have bills to pay, and you guys help us out by ordering the Thrive Life freeze-dried foods, which, trust me, we are so very grateful.
We're very grateful.
And, you know, it's a great product. It really, really is. So Thrive Life has a humongous spring sale. It is next week, starting on April 26th for consultants only, and then April 27th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So the sale starts then for everybody else, and it goes through April 30th at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, folks, there is some of the stuff, a lot of the stuff is 50% off. I cannot wait. I've already got my list going that I can, just go ahead and get it going on Sunday.
And if you jump on, which does not cost you a penny to become a delivery customer.
Not at all.
You can populate your cart with what you want in advance.
Yep.
So if you become a delivery customer, that also does help us out.
Yes.
And once again, it doesn't cost you a penny.
Nope. It doesn't cost you anything to become a delivery customer. And if you want to stop your deliveries, you just have to cancel it. It's super easy to do. You don't have to continually do it, and you don't have to meet a set commitment or anything like that. If you want to become a consultant, then you can place your order a day early than everybody else. That way you don't miss out on any of those deals, because once they're out of stock, it's over. The price it's over.
It's over.
The price does not
continue.
You don't get a rain check. Let's just say that. You won't get a rain check. Yeah. So once it's out, it's out. So
doggone. She's just as smart as she is beautiful. Do I get some lip?
Oh, yeah, you'll get lip.
Which kind?
The sassy kind. Give you sassy lip.
All right, second thing. Now, this is actually an important thing. Well, that was an important thing, because you're going to save a lot of money.
Right. Yeah, you're going to save a lot of money on some really great stuff. It's spring.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, folks. I don't have to tell you that we all know some weird stuff is going on in the world. Society's changing. It's changing rapidly. And if you've driven a car within the last year, you've seen what's happened with your gas prices, right?
Not the last year. It's really only been since January.
They're going through the roof. It's going through the roof.
It's crazy.
Food prices, and it's a direct result of what our leadership is doing. And I don't care if you have an R in front of your name or D, L. I'm saying that forget about all that. What I'm saying is that the leadership is mucking around with what's going on, and it's costing us.
Right.
So that's not even the part of what I want to talk about. The part of what I want to talk about is how you can hedge against those rising costs. How about we start with food? Put some seeds in the ground. I don't care if you live in an apartment, get a bucket. It won't cost you much. Right. Most places you can find free things. Go on Craigslist. There's free stuff all over the place. And there are seed swap groups all over. As a matter of fact, Celtic Roots Farm YouTube channel, they just did the seed swap that we usually do, but we just didn't have time this year.
Right.
And they're a great channel. You should check them out. Good people. And he's got a beard.
He's got the beard of power.
I think it should have its own theme song, to be honest. Honest. I think like when the beard shows up, she'll be like, da, 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 da. No. Sorry, Jay. Can't help myself. But anyway, the point is this, guys. Seeds cost you pennies, really, when you boil it down. Even if you go and buy a ridiculous $2 package of tomato seeds, they're going to give you like 20 seeds in there. Think about how many tomatoes each one of those plants is going to grow you.
Right. You're going to get lots of tomatoes off of those plants. And if you buy heirloom seeds, then you can save those seeds, and then you don't have to buy a package of seeds next year. You can just save them.
Cucumbers. What is this stuff costing you now that it cost you a year ago?
Yeah.
Think about it. I mean, we somebody made a comment in our comment section just the other day and said what their favorite candy bar used to be 99 cents is over $2 now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So my point, folks, is do stuff now, invest a little time, a little effort, and not a lot of money. You don't have to invest a lot of money, but go ahead and have yourself a hedge against those things.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you got to go buy, let's say over the course of the summer, you eat 40 pounds of tomatoes. That's a lot of money when you consider today's prices. Or you stick them in the ground and you weed a little bit and you care for them a little bit, and they cost you $2 or $3.
Well, you could even, get a couple of 5-gallon buckets and some potting mix, some cheap potting mix. Don't buy the Miracle Grow stuff.
You don't even have to buy it.
No, you can, they have, at Home Depot, they have inexpensive potting mix. And, fill a few 5-gallon buckets and plant a few tomato plants.
And if you just look in Craigslist, there are plenty of farmers within usually an hour drive who are more than willing to give you mountains of dookie.
Oh my, yes. Oh yes.
Mountains of dookie. And then what you got to do is put the pot about that much full of dookie, like I'm saying seasoned, not just like fresh.
Not fresh,
Not
yeah.
like,
Right.
I'm saying seasoned.
Right.
Then you put a little bit of topsoil, just a little bit on top of that, and they're going to go nuts.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay, when I was in high school, this is a true story.
No. Oh yes, I remember. Okay.
I used to work for a company during the summer that they removed industrial size septic tanks. And there were these big, thick concrete bunker looking things that you could literally park a van or 2 vans inside.
Right.
And so they were like a clamshell, bam, like that. And they pulled them apart. And I kid you not, there were 8-foot, 9-foot, 10-foot tall tomato plants in these
It's gross.
septic tanks.
It's really gross.
Because they were sitting out in the fields and they were just growing. And tomato seeds, they go right through.
Your body doesn't digest the seeds.
And they were the most massive, luscious red tomatoes you've ever
Did you
seen.
eat one? Did you eat one?
I'll never tell. Same thing, people. It's the same thing. I'm not going to say it was delicious because I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
I'm not going to say it was amazingly juicy and full of awesome because I don't know.
Juicy.
I have no idea.
Funny.
So hedge against inflation, start growing, start doing, learn how to make bread, learn how to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, part B of this, what seems to be a prep kind of thing. How many of you guys remember this book? This book right here. It was required reading when I was in high school. Was it required reading for you?
No. If it was, I don't remember.
Animal Farm by George Orwell. There's 2 big lessons that I want to talk about today.
Okay.
The first is books like this are going to go bye-bye soon.
They already are.
There are a lot of books that have been nixed, like different Tom Sawyer. I think, is Tom Sawyer on the list? Or is it Huckleberry Finn?
Huckleberry Finn, I
Huckleberry Finn, Uncle Tom's Cabin. There's a lot of classic books that are just going bye-bye because of the whole woke thing.
Right.
Even some Dr. Seuss books, banned, gone.
It's so ridiculous.
Even movies like Peter Pan now have a disclaimer in the front of them saying this is dangerous for you to watch Peter Pan. And society, again, like we were talking about with food, society is changing fast. And the first lesson would be get your hands on physical copies.
Yeah.
Because we've been told by politicians in the not too recent past that history has to be rewritten. Well, how do you rewrite history if you don't get rid of the things that have made up your history?
Right. Yeah.
So get physical copies. I don't care if it's your favorite records. There are records that they're getting banned because they said this word. Oh my gosh. Well, guess what? History was different then. Things were acceptable different then. It doesn't mean you accept them now, but it doesn't mean you can just erase them because you don't like them.
Right.
But it's happening. First lesson, physical copies, books, classic books, music you like, classic movies.
Yep.
Get your hands on a
yes.
physical copy.
Right. DVDs, definitely. Don't have everything in the cloud because that's a flip of a switch and it's gone.
Well, here's a silly example. Do you remember the first release of E.T.? This is a silly example. How wokeness started happening. They awoke. Do you remember the first when they were chasing the feds, were chasing down E.T.
And they blocked the road.
And they had guns in their holsters.
And they had shotguns.
And then 10, 15 years later, was it 20 years later?
I think it was the 25th anniversary.
They had the technology and they digitally erased those things because it was so scary. It was so scary to think that a federal agent
in their hands.
Yeah, it's so scary to think that a federal agent would have a firearm.
Right.
Or this one, okay, I'm nerdy. So Star Wars 1. If you watch the original Star Wars and the scene with Greedo and Han Solo was a scoundrel. Even Leia said so. You're a scoundrel.
Scoundrel.
I like the sound of that. Scoundrel. Is what he said. And Greedo was there to bring him in because he had a bounty on his head. And when he figures out that Greedo's not going to stop, Greedo's got a gun on him, Han opens up his blaster and shoots Greedo. Then Greedo accidentally fires to try to shoot Han and misses. They changed it. 20 years later, they made it look like Greedo is this close to you from me, and he's a bounty hunter, shoots at Han and misses.
Yeah,
and then Han fires back.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Anyway, point being, history is being rewritten.
Yeah.
And this book is extremely poignant because, boy, oh boy, it reads kind of like today's headlines. Some animals are more equal than others. Some people have different justice than others. Some people, the leadership, can do things and gain money from others because they're more equal.
No.
She's biting her lip.
Never mind. Yeah, I am biting my lip.
Some people are more equal than others. They can get away with crazy Ponzi schemes and racketeering and
Writing.
well, there's that. I was going a different route, but yeah. They're allowed.
Yeah.
Get physical copies, people. Hold on to them. Don't let history be erased. Because the truth is, all people are equal. We've allowed them to get out of control. And I don't know how we're going to fix it. Maybe it's a God thing. Maybe it has to be a God thing.
Yeah.
It's bigger than me.
It's bigger than me. Yeah, it's yeah.
So do what you can do. Grow your food. Learn how to bake bread. Learn how to do all this stuff. Hedge against all that nonsense. Hedge against history being erased. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That was really what I wanted to say today. I was in the tractor. So you get a lot of time to think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
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 Yeah. We sound like Rain Man now.
Excellent driver.
I'm an excellent driver. Fish sticks on Tuesdays. Wapner.
Wapner 7.
I love that movie.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
It's an excellent movie.
Half a G. Half a G.
Half a G?
He memorized the phone book.
Oh, half of G. Okay.
He went all the way through and memorized every number.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, it's only a matter of time till they erase that one because, oh my gosh, whatever. Purged.
Let's
Once you
climb
say,
down from our soapbox and say goodbye to all the nice folks who watch our rant.
and help us,
Yes.
support us through
And
Thrive
help
Life.
us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it very much, actually. Very much. So, I'm Christa.
Brian.
You guys have an amazing and blessed day.
Yep.